what time it is. You know what time it is. You know whose time it is. You know what time it is. Matthew Mania, the time it says. You know what time it is. You know whose time it is.
Welcome to the Matthew Mania Podcast. I'm Matthew Maschler, real estate broker who watches wrestling as if it's my job. And today on the Matthew Mania Podcast, I want to talk to you about Miffy the Bunny. Have you ever heard of Miffy the Bunny? Miffy is one of the most well-loved cartoon characters of all time. Miffy was created as in a children's book in 1955. And yet everyone I ask about Miffy the Bunny, no one's heard of her. Yes, it is a her. If you do know Miffy the Bunny and you didn't know, Miffy is a her, created in 1955 by a Dutch artist in a Dutch children's book. Miffy is a derivative of a Dutch word that basically roughly translates into little rabbit. And when I was in Amsterdam and the Netherlands and Belgium last year, we saw some Miffy the Bunnies on sale, and we saw a bunch of Japanese tourists going nuts for Miffy the Bunny. So it was very, very exciting. So now ever since, every time I see a Miffy the Bunny, I'm very, very excited. And when I was in Japan with the family in May and June of 2025, we saw lots of Miffy cartoons and Miffy bakeries and Miffy pop-ups, almost as popular as Hello Kitty. But yet, when I come back to the U.S., no one's ever heard of Miffy the Bunny. And I can't remember if I heard of Miffy or if it's like a false memory from the Miffy that I saw last year. I feel like I heard of her when I saw her last year, but I'm not sure. So anyway, just wanted to know if you've heard of Miffy the Bunny. And if you have, please share your favorite Miffy the Bunny story in the comments. Thank you for joining us on this week's episode of the Matthew Mania Podcast.
You know what time it is. You know what time it is. You know whose time it is. You know what time it is. Matthew Mania, the time it says. You know what time it is. You know whose time it is. You know what time it is. Matthew Mania, the time it says. Yeah, got him shook, scared, can't look. We're not afraid of the big bad wolf. First comes the right, followed by the left hook. Execute perfect, this is textbook. If you ever test, make sure you bring the best. Head into the ring with the M on my chest. Any match, bring the ladders and the tables. Lock us in the cage and nobody can save you. When it's war, I'm coming to destroy. Napalm blast, I'm coming with the noise. They chant for the king, the girls and the boys. They saying I'm the best cause they didn't have a choice. You know what time, you know what time, you know what time it is. You know what time, you know what time, you know what time it is. You know what time, you know what time, you know what time it is. You know what time, you know what time, you know what time it is.